We got Tatsuhel, Child Chef, um, Tataba, Chas, T, Stop Quads, Ahoy, Alta Patab, Summer, Pudhudub, Stop Quads, Ahoy, Acid, well, Acid, Ajda, yeah, E2 Duff. Let's walk well. The E2 Duff, just. I don't know. I said it was coming. One of the other options we have available for us was Ha Ha S dot Sunday Pasqua Pasquabats uh, Stabdot Slew dot Spos S dot Spos S dot O, yeah, Salas, yeah, Cheetbats Salats S dot. I was trying to put the barred L where the regular L is. Sis, sis, Salats S dot. Wait, let's salads. And then Cheetahbots, see. And then we have um Slach Slach tonight. Two Doke S dot for yesterday. 12 S dot for yesterday, Southern Lushootseed. Lock bead S dot. Two ha ha. Last week. So you could potentially, right? Like I said, with a two and slew, you can potentially put slew here for next week, right? Because you got your two for last week and your slew for this week, right? Um, it is varied. This is where I'm like I get Lushootseed sometimes, but I also don't get this aspect of the Lushootseed um grammar grammar for Lushootseed because it can be mean like definitely 5 days ago, definitely 5 days ago, right? For two, and then for the future, it could mean potentially mean for next week. And given context on what we were talking about, it would allude for next week or the following week after. In previous versions of Lushootseed, we would have used O, but O was that remember the topic O. It's no longer a present tense marker to past tense to future tense. So that's where it used to be. They had grammar, the Lushootseed grammar said that O was a past tense to future tense marker, something that had happened in the past and that can persist till now and into the future, or something that will happen eventually. That is what they used to say about the O prefix. Now, when I'm saying O, I mean this O, right? Now, if we were talking like it's a new thing, like we were talking about eating, right? And then um, this is where O would come into play. We would put the O in front of two. Say, O to aslid at the Chinese dalishid, right? I ate Chinese food last week, right? Now this kind of refers to you ate Chinese food all of last week, but uh, that's where it's a although I don't know that translation. I it just because Chinese slippers was on there for Chinese and it had this wording for shoes, Chinese shwed, and it had something to do with Chinese slippers. And then we took out the word Chai instead of Chai. We took out that word for the slippers and input Dalithid, which is by food of. So in this case, Italiano um, Dalithid. Yeah. But Lushootseed has no R's, right? Um, But yeah, if we're coming up with a new topic and it was a new topic, then we'd use O in this part. But you could also use O in any part as long as it's a new topic, something that we weren't previously discussing, and now it's something new. Yes. Well, flu works there, but that is for your future time. Yes, you, I you, it, It works. Like I said, it does work because for your context, it works. But it's you're talking about the future you, not the current you in that instance. Mm. Yes, and there's a list. Okay, just so you guys are aware of what my actions are. Hmm. All right. So this is what the we were referring to. These three sayings. Yes. Lushootseed. Right. And then so this is the one she said she was talking about. It says Shu shoots, right? In the future, watch over yourself. Um and then this is the other one that was broken out. Hot quads as shoots beat suit, which is the northern variant of watch over yourself good, right? And then look after yourself. It says shoots beat suit, which was the northern variant, and that's where we were put the shoots suits. So future, look after yourself, right? Which was great. And then flu hot, and this is where I made minor corrections. The glottal stop uh, was not there, and there was a glottal stop, and then I replaced the regular J with the J wedge. Um, we don't have a regular J in the language. It's like the J in rods. No, the DZ J. Well, it's a different J anyway. Ju Juil a boot, right? Juil a boot. Shu hot Juil a boot. These are new sentences for me, so I'm going to have more difficulties. If you could remember and watch some of my past ones, if I haven't used it a lot, it takes me a while to catch up with it. And this is one of those instances. These are all would be referring to that. Slu ud teeb. Slu teeb. Ut ud teeb. Slu 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 ud teeb. Right? And then hick odd hutch. I'm pretty sure it's quads. Hey, quads hutch. Yeah, I'm missing an S normalizer there. So the S normalizer should go in between the D and X wedge. Which would be make yourself strong. So hick is it's the root squeak 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 not squeak not squid squeak. And that's the northern variant as eswalaf, right? So the northern variant of hick and is hick squid. Not squid. Quit it. Okay, so eswala and esquik, right, is I am strong. Quad or quads in this case, state of not knowing you are nominalized. So, um, uh, we're going to joint the aspects of making yourself strong, and that's kind of how that wording comes into play. And then hutch is you, could also be your inner you, and nothing to do with squid or squeak. No squish either. Chagwas. Gotta remember, language is a serious thing. Oh. No squid. You want two wheels? Okay. Okay. So back in 2015, Eswali made this, and this is Stab Quis Athled uh, Quads Hot, right? So this is state of not knowing food you desire, right? Pretty much what this turns into, but we will use it as what foods do you like, right? Um if we can get a hold squid. So hot, hot is the word for desire, want, It also could use the word for love, but it's kind of um like I love my wife. Um, and it's different than Oo Shabitsid, right? Oo Shabitsid. There is a Puyallup man who sings awesome songs, Archie Cantrell, and one of his songs is "Oo Shabitsi Chid," right? And that means I have compassion for you as a friend. Does not mean somebody for like your chagwas or your chist, which would be wife or husband, right? In that instance, you would want to use hak. Yeah. It would be primarily for the person that you love or have desires for. It's not Oo Shabitsid, right? Oo Shabitsid would be for your mom, your your auntie and uncles, your grandma and grandpas, your best friend, your children. But you would want to use Khat for your Chagwas or Chist, right? And then if you see here, odds, right? And then quiz, right? Right? So the only difference here is that state of not knowing the food, right? So you see, this is food and this is desire, right? Food and then desire, right? So that's how this sentence breaks down. Stab is what? Um, Not knowing the food that you desire, right? And that's pretty much the exact word verbiage breakdown. But instead of that verbiage, and it wouldn't make sense in English, so we're going to use it as what foods do you like, right? Right. And normally you can play a game as hot, I like or I love motorcycles. And then you just have somebody raise your hand, hot, chuff, T, motorcycles, right? And then you'll have people raise their hands and be like, yay. And then it would be their turn or whatever you feel like about rules and stuff. But you could play a game with hot um, about items that they want, right? So in this case, do you like, right? Uh, Stab quads hot biats. Oh, right. So this is numbered weird. Okay. So you have your question and answers, and I'm gonna put Q and A on here, right? Q question, right? Stab quads hot biats O, right? So this O indicates there is a question mark, right? And then this would be the answer, right? So take me and I'll post, for example, I will ask the question and then she will answer on this page. Let's see if we can get it so she can see it for one question. Answer. All right. So this has two parts. So when you ask the question, you'd say stab quads hot biats o, and then stab quads Skålashed O. So you would take this part, and we're just adding the rest of this part down here to it. So you got your blockers here blocking off the run. This guy pulls off, and this guy pulls off and hits this block, and then we got the answer going right through, right through the touchdown. Right, that's what it is. That's game plan. All right, let's go. No, okay. So let us demonstrate it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna say the first 1 and 2, and then you're gonna repeat 3, and then I'll go 1, 4, and then you'll go to 5. All right. So stab quads hot biats o hot. Mm-hmm. So this part is really not necessary, but it adds clarity to the people that you're responding to back. And this is kind of word exercise for the new users of the language. All right. So in a normal conversation, what I would be saying, Auntie, do you like steak? And then she would just say yes or no. And she wouldn't say, yeah, I like it. Not normally. Normal conversation, they'd just say yes or no. But to add more word verbiages to the users of the language, might as well just say yes, I like it. Right? So then I would go stab quads hot skålashed o. This is where having a lot slightly bigger. Now, yes, and she was getting to it. It is simple to add in Lushootseed. So you can take this part out and then add the noun that you use for the previous answer. Right. In this case would be skålashed. A hot chud skålashed. Yes, I like eating berries. Or yes, I like berries. Right? Easy calling audibles in Lushootseed. Audibles in Lushootseed. And then stab quads hot zabid o. Yes. Hue quids hot. No, no, I don't like it. Stab quis ushed quads hot. What foods do you like? The word we used for chicken, and good thing she brought this up because chicken is an audible. This is an option. We put the word chicken in right here, and hot chud tea just means I like. And then in this case, chicken is in this case, but the word for chicken is the word we used for pheasant or grouse. So if we pull that up, not goose, not grease. And there we go. Let's add the word. So would it be stahub or sbuckbuck? All right. Stahub is the word we used for chicken or grouse. Now, this grouse is not the blue grouse. That one you'll find in higher elevations. There's a different word for that, and I think that one is this buck for the blue grouse. And I believe Stahub is the name that came from the animal because it doesn't speak. What it does is it's pound its feathers on itself, and it goes Stahub, 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 Stahub when you're in the woods hunting it. And you will hear that if you're trying to hunt grouse because they'll go Stahub, and then they'll just kind of hop off and fly off and hover off. They kind of hover off like 25 feet or so and into the brush, and then you try to chase them down, and all you hear is Stahub, 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 and then all you hear is flapping wings and just gone. So hunters out there, you know the sound, especially for grouse. And again, there is a way to say that you like something, and then there's also a way to say you don't like something. So queeds hot tea. I'm gonna use Zabid. I don't like vegetables. I will eat vegetables, but I don't like vegetables. They play a part in our nutrition, so I will eat it. Queeds hot tea. Queeds queed queeds hot tea. Right? Wait, queeds hot tea squid. I don't know. I don't know if I like squid. It's one of those weird meats that it's like ollie shuck. I can't wait for Belt Sushi to open back up. Well, it's up. I can't wait until we can actually go back to Belt Sushi. I miss my sushi. Oh, Din Dan Fun. There's this place in Washington University Village. It's called Din Dan Fun. Um, it's in there in Seattle. They make dumplings like in a glass room that so everybody can see them making dumplings, and they make the food so awesome there. It's so fresh, and it's like you go in there inexpensive. You know it's expensive because you could see everybody doing everything, and it's just so delicious. Yeah, it's a Korean barbecue ribs. The ribs are so delicious. It's just a side dish, and they give you a little plate like this big that has like 5 or 6 of them on there, and then you get these tray of dumplings, and these dumplings are have like 5 or 6 of them on there too. So they just keep bringing you tray after tray after tray of these little dumplings, and you bring enough people in there, then you can actually have a pretty decent meal and having different flavors of all of them. But if you only have like 1 or 2 people there and you try to go there, you're not going to get the full experience, and you're not going to be able to try all of the different type of foods. But yeah, it's pretty amazing food there. Definitely a hot chud tea, din dan fun. But then again, I also like Belt Sushi. Belt Sushi is amazing. It's close by. It's only Smoke Point. They put like sushi in on a belt and just travels around. You just grab whatever plate you want. And it only has like 4 dishes, 4 max on the dish, but you know, you don't need a lot. Oh, the Mongolian barbecue or Mongolian grill. Uh, yeah, you guys know Mongolian grill. They have them all over the place. Those places good too. Well, you wasted another hour with us. Okay, well, I guess you didn't waste it. You had fun for this last hour if you were paying attention. And the squids and the squeaks. Well, take the beach off, Lushootseed, hot quad, shoots boot. Hoi.